Hello YouTube, this is Super Shaw here, and today is going to be NFL Week 4 game predictions. And now I know it. I know, guys, I know. Bye week is starting up, and we've got a couple teams on bye this week. I will get to those here in just a moment. But basically, my predictions might be crazy to what you guys compare it to, but it's basically going to be how it is and how I state it. There's nothing much for me to say about this, so I'd figure let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The following teams are on bye: the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. Our Thursday night game. Tonight we have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Los Angeles Rams. I do not know why I'm saying this right now, but it's going to be awful. The Vikings are probably not going to stand quite a chance at the Rams because of how bad they lost to the Bills last week. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and give it to the Los Angeles Rams because they look better, because they are better. So I'm giving this to the Los Angeles Rams. Next game, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Chicago Bears. Well, Chicago has been thumping teams lately, but I don't think it will happen this time. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, since they have Ryan Fitzpatrick and he's doing so well, I'm just going to give it to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they're going to be great. Next game, the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Atlanta Falcons. Well, Matt Ryan and all of them do not look that red hot right now. They have only won one game out of the last 3 games. And that is kind of sad. So I think the Cincinnati Bengals are going to take this because they are doing pretty good right now and they look pretty dominant. So I'm giving this to the Cincinnati Bengals. Next game, the Buffalo Bills versus the Green Bay Packers. Buffalo just unexpectedly tore up Minnesota last week. Green Bay, I don't really know what is up with them right now. So I think the Buffalo Bills might take the game very, very barely. So I think the Bills are going to take this because of what happened last week. Next game, the Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Texans just do not look that good right now. Colts, not too bad, but not the best. I think the Colts are probably going to take this game. Texans look awful right now, so I think the Colts are going to take it. Nothing much else to say about the game. Next game, the Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots. Well, the Patriots really had to lose against the Lions like that. Is just way too stinking embarrassing. You do not lose like that. It will tear you up. And there's no doubt about that. I'm not going to lie about it either. The Dolphins look so good right now. They are just outstandingly dominant. Patriots, I do not know what is wrong with them at this point, but it just looks bad for them. I think the Dolphins are going to stomp the New England Patriots and upset Tom Brady and make him cry an ocean in front of the Dolphins for the Dolphins to swim in with their victorious win, and will swim happily and be nice and be happy to greet all the Dolphins fans who love the Dolphins. New England Patriots stand no chance against the Miami Dolphins because that's just ridiculous and extremely insanely embarrassing to lose to the Lions like that. So this game goes to the Miami Dolphins whatsoever. And the Dolphins are just going to be a great team this year because Ryan Tannehill is still there. So without a doubt, this goes to the Miami Dolphins because the New England Patriots look stumped right now. So basically, the Patriots, I do not know what to say here. Dolphins stumped them. Next game, the Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. We've all seen it before, folks. This will be really close. Both of these teams do not look the best, but the Lions just tore up the Patriots. So I think they're going to do the same to the Cowboys. I think the Lions are just going to take the game here. Cowboys do not look like they'll be that good. So I think I'm just going to give it to the Detroit Lions. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tennessee Titans. I am at a point where I am highly confused and do not know who to give this to. I really don't know. But what to know? The Eagles look good. Titans look pretty good too. But I really do not know who to give it to. My goodness. This is probably going to be the upset game of the week. I think the Tennessee Titans are going to thump the Philadelphia Eagles and just upset them. Carson Wentz will play really good because I heard he's coming back. I think he is back now. But I think the Titans will just barely pull it off by about a point or so and upset them. Next game, the New York Jets versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jets do not look that good right now, so I think I'm just going to give it to the Jacksonville Jaguars because they look pretty good right now with Leonard Fournette and Blake Bortles. So I think I'm just going to give it to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next game, the Cleveland Browns versus the Oakland Raiders. Shout out will be going to my Raiders, as that is my team. I am just very angry with how my team's been lately, but I understand it's a new coach. John Gruden's new to the party. Late to the party, but new. So we're going to suck this year. The Cleveland Browns just look pretty good right now, so I think that the Cleveland Browns are just going to take the game, and we're just not going to have a good game. So I think I'm giving this to the Cleveland Browns. Next game, the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals. Will Arizona get their first win in this week? I don't think so. Seattle is not that good either, so I think I'm just going to give this to the Seattle Seahawks right now. I'm not going to say much about this game, so I'm giving this to the Seattle Seahawks. Next game, the New Orleans Saints versus the New York Giants. We've seen it before once again. Alright. The New Orleans Saints is probably just going to just straight out tear up the New York Giants. Eli Manning will have an awful game. The Saints look substantially dominant right now. I think the Saints are going to blow out the New York Giants. Bad. So I'm giving this to the New Orleans Saints right now because they will win. Next game, the San Francisco 49ers versus the Los Angeles Chargers. It is with very unfortunate events for me to tell you this, but the San Francisco 49ers are not going to be good at all this year. They lost Jimmy Garoppolo. He had damaged his ACL and he will be out for probably just about the rest of the season. It is not looking good at all for the San Francisco 49ers, my friends. The Los Angeles Chargers will just take this game. Our Sunday night game, the Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh my goodness, I think the Baltimore Ravens just might take this game. They just might, because they go against them quite a bit. So you know what, I'm just going to give this to the Baltimore Ravens. And for the last game of the week, our Monday night game, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos. The Kansas City Chiefs look so dominant right now. They are just rolling through and stumping the teams. So it's going to be bad. I'm just going to give it to the Kansas City Chiefs without talking about it. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this game predictions video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, tell me in the comment section below what your favorite team is, and I will get to you and keep you updated on your team. This is Super Shaw. Away.